Get ready for combat. Get ready for combat.
Ain't no escaping.
Now it's on the format. Get ready for combat. Get ready for combat.
Yeah. Stand up.
Internets. Tonight, I'm really excited about our two guests because I've been trying to get them on this show for a very long time. We got Grammy Award-winning Pan-Africanist, gangster rapper, civic leader, and activist Killer Mike. And he brought along with him Company Flow co-founder, Def Jux architect, member of the Weathermen, underground rap impresario, and rap renaissance man, R.A.P. Yeah. Yo, gentlemen, welcome to the Combat Jack Show.
Thank you.
Like when you guys linked up, did you guys think you guys would have such a major impact?
I will say we knew pretty quick.
Right.
I hate to say yes, because that sounds like yeah, of course we did. No, but I gotta say, man, in all honesty, I think that's why we did it, because in the first couple of days, we knew we had something special.
Yeah.
We were like, we knew this was going to work, and we also knew that it was going to work to our advantage, that no one thought it would work.
Yeah.
So it was like, we knew we had something. We did.
The verse is to Untitled. The way it opens up, it's a crazy verse for hip hop.
Yeah, I think. Thank you.
I had to sit down and write it down. I knew it was hot when I sat down and I looked at it. Your wordplay inside here, the polysyllabic words. You are witnessing elegance in the form of a black elephant, smoking white rhino on terraces. Will I die slain like my king by a terrorist? Will my woman be Coretta, take my name and cherish it? Or will she Jackie O, drop the Kennedy, remarry it, like flip it?
You want to hear something even iller? He freestyled that. Like, I was there.
I don't even want to hear that.
I watched it happen.
Where did these words come from?
Who does that?
I can honestly say, L, like, as you're the I understood after we finished working, you're the product of a producer as an artist. And I trust my producers, but I never just fully trusted myself.
Producer.
And L really pushed me to personalize more. People have seen me, but people have seen like my ego, and not like in a brash, harsh, shitting on people kind of way, but they're seeing the ego because, when I left the major label, I got shitted on. I got shitted on by my city. I got shitted on by Outkast fans. I got shitted on, not all, but a lot of people were just like,
he's done.
Fuck you, buddy. Yeah, you're done. And so I really had to put on a gruff exterior and just mash in a way that it was impenetrable. And L really pushed on this one, like, hey, say some real shit. Like, give them your fears, your angst, your everything. And that first verse was, I have a very beautiful wife who I love and adore, and she's the furthest thing from a trophy wife. She is my other half. She's the brains of the operation. She's smart. She's beautiful.
She's your shooter.
Yeah, and I say a lot of shit that could get me murdered.
Right.
And my fear when I'm sitting around thinking about some of the topics that we rap about is, what if someday somebody doesn't like this? What if something just happens? My fear is leaving her and my children before time. And it took me to a place where, as I'm about to start the freestyle or whatever, I just imagine, like, what did King feel like? What did Malcolm feel like before? Like, because every day they had to know it could be the day.
Right.
So every day you have to reconcile the fact this might be it. So when I say you're witnessing elegance in the form of a black elephant smoking white rhino on terraces, it was me imagining myself as king. Like, I'd be on a terrace just smoking a blunt. And, will I die slain like my king by a terrorist? The government killed him. And that's what I mean. Like, no random white guy. We know who killed Dr. King. It was a conspiracy. Will my woman take my name? Will my woman be Coretta, take my name and cherish it? Will I don't, me, my ego, my personal, Michael does not want to see my wife with anyone else.
Of course.
So, but when I say, or will she Jackie O, drop the Kennedy, remarry it? Jackie O, for her protection, for the protection of her children, had to remarry. And, it was the best thing for her to do.
Right.
Even though Coretta didn't, Jackie did. So it wasn't castigating her, but just saying, I didn't want her to make that choice. I said, my sisters say it's necessary on some Cleopatra shit. Cleopatra had to marry to keep her country together. You know, it was wise. Jackie O had to marry to keep her children safe. And I said, but my grandmother said, no, never that. It's sacrilege. I tend to agree, but the thought is so disparaging. The Lord give a load, you got to carry it like Mary did. So whatever God puts in your lap, if you gotta die, you gotta die. You know what I mean? So I wanted to really take the influence of the Bible I grew up, history that I'd seen, and my personal feelings about them and wrap it in this soliloquy, and it just kind of worked. So I gotta thank L for just pushing me to be honest and very raw about my emotion outside of I'm gonna win in spite of all.
Mike is finally starting, in my opinion, he's finally starting his career. Like, and that, which is not to discount
After
all of them.
9 years.
All of them, which is not.
It takes 10 years to become an overnight success.
Which is not to discount all of the amazing music that he's done, all the great people he's worked with. But what I'm saying is, I just saw Mike perform on Killer on Letterman, and you know, and that's just from dudes who had no aspirations of making anything. We didn't care about how it was going to get played. We got into a room. There was no management. There was no anybody. It was me and him.
Shrooms and weed.
Shrooms and weed. And we literally like two fucking teenagers, we sat in a room and just made the record we wanted to make. That's it. And I'm so proud of that, and I think that that's so important, and I wish that feeling on people. And I think that I saw Mike, and I told Mike this when we got together. I said, I want that, like, you're gonna see, because I believe this. I was like, you're gonna see that when you're doing this and you did the record that you wanted to do and you didn't fucking think about anyone else, you're gonna make it on those terms. And once you do, who can tell you shit?
Get ready for combat.
No escaping.
Get ready for